Well, morning diggers. Nice to see you all back and watching, and you're all looking very well, I must say. Not that I can see you, but I'm sure you are. I hope you are, actually. I always say good health, but anyway, this is a 3-day dig. We're going to do Somerset. This is a new permission. Tomorrow we're going out on a wrecky for some digging group again, which really looks interesting. And Sunday we're supposed to be going out with the UK history finders. Oh yes, we're supposed to be out with them, but old Tom said it's finished, we've got to do something else, and he's out there busy looking for somewhere else now. So I'm just hoping he's going to get his ass in gear so I can get out. It's going to be the first dig with history finders and I can't wait. But anyway, this is quite good. It's really hard. It's 20 degrees and I reckon there's going to be a load of lead, but who cares? We think we may have the gold curse, because we found bugger all since we found that gold coin, and we should have never given it to the farmer. I always say, don't give stuff away, don't sell it, keep it. Never mind. Anyway, see you at the first hole. Well, we're going to do a live dig on this one. Ready? Live dig. Doot doot. And 21, 22. I tell you, it's bloody hard at the minute. It's softer underneath, but he's gone in bloody put a load of crap over this, and it stinks. But who cares? We're out here now, so we have to put up with it. Right. See, this is what happens. Down on the bottom ferris, this is what I'm moaning about the signals. It's like a two-way signal, but I'm just off of it. Looks like a sidewinder. Well, what I call a sidewinder is when we're just off, but all these fields are sort of getting ready to be ploughed and all that sort of stuff. So, whilst we got to really fill the holes in and make it look presentable, I don't suppose he's too overly fussed the mess we make, but we're not going to give him the chance to moan. Do it properly. Right, let me just find this a minute, because it could be anywhere. Hang on a sec. Well, it's only a button, but just a tomback button, an old one. But yeah, the signals are okay-ish, but you can see that that's a 21. Come out all right, and it dropped right down to the bottom ferris. So yeah, it's not conducting brilliantly, but it's getting there. Well, this is the third dig of the day, and you can have a look at the hole with me. And I think, are you ready? Hammered! Oh yes! Take it all back. The detecting gods are back on our sides. And what the hell is this? Let me clean it up a minute. Yep, we don't want gold. Silver's good enough. This'll do. It's brilliant. Right, now we've calmed down a little bit. We've just dug an Edward IV, we reckon. Yeah, and you can just see the mint here. London mint. Does that say London? Definitely. But yeah, he's a cracking coin. He's a bit bent, but he'll do. That is beautiful. Anyway, what a cracking start. And on to the next. I'll get you some pictures of that as well. Well, still producing, but not brilliantly. But I think we've got a bit of a buckle here, so that's always sort of a good sign if you can get these sort of things out. It's a broken one, but I'd be thinking, well, maybe the rest of it is down here somewhere, which I'll have a look, but probably long gone. But, yep, good sign. Seems like it could be a good dig, but it's a blimmin' big field. Like 15 acres, 20 acres, this one. Oh, do you know, we've all been there, but it's not nice going there. You think to yourself, look at this lovely thing here. But it's a button, I know it's a button. Oh dear. Oh, hang on, yeah, it is a button. You can see there's something around the edge on it. Yeah, see? God, look at that. Thought straight away that might have been like a little silver, but you can see all this is rubbed off. Anyway, there's something on there. And on to the next. I just had a little bit of a fancy button up. And I was just thinking about these things. Can you remember, well, if you were over 50, right, can you remember your mum's button tin? How many buttons was in that actual tin? But I don't think there was many that looked like this. But yeah, pause for thought, that was. This one's probably about 1800, maybe earlier, that one, 1700. Don't know, I'm not an expert, but lovely. Do you know, look at this, look. I think this is a bit of horse bridle stuff. And I've just thought to myself, yeah, that is definitely. And I'm going to, each one of my clips, I'm going to take the piss out of one of the YouTubers. See if they can guess who they are. You can comment on this, and we will see you on the next. Well, we're having a sort of junky day in a minute. I don't know what this is. I haven't got a clue. It looks like it's decorative, but when it was decorative, God only knows, and it's long gone now, but it's got something weird going on the top, as you can see. Don't know, could be some sort of nail, bit of a tractor, no idea. Well, got a nice little 50 here, 50, 51. I've been picking up somewhere here, or around here, loads of bullets, so could be another bullet, could be a bit of lead, could be anything. We shall see. Didn't check how deep it was actually. 3 down 3 inches, I reckon. So a little bit more. It should be just below that thing. Whatever that thing is. Yeah, that sounds really loud and crappy, but I don't know. Let's have a look. Right. What is that? That looks like a relic, actually. A relic of sorts. But what? Let's have a little clean up a minute. I ain't going to get much out of it, but it looks interesting, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Well, that's as clean as it gets. And you could look at that forever and a day. I've got a book of relics at home, and I look at it and I think, oh, well, that'd probably come off of that, and that'd probably come off of that, and that's one of those, and this is one of these, but definitely don't know what this is. I ain't got a clue. If you know, let me know. Weird. Well, I got 2 bits here. I got the great grandson's money here, which is 1 pence. And I got the great granddad's buckle here, which is a spectacle buckle. What a thing that is. Just trying to ease it away there. Yeah, it's got no pin in the middle, but look at that. It's all relics again today. We've had that one hammered, which is fantastic, but that is lovely. Look at that. That must be going back 1500, I reckon. It's an old one. We'll have to look in the book, and we'll put a thing just here, ID in it. On to the next. Right, we're talking about signals at the minute, and this is a crucial bell. And it was on a 60, I went over it, then took the plug off, 92, dug a bit more out, and it went down to 30 something, and it's the wet ground. And anyway, we're going to clean this one up and see if it rings. But what a lovely relic. I was hoping for one of those today, and we've had that and a hammered. Who could wish for more? That'd be enough for a year's detecting, wouldn't it? You'd be happy. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, not a year. Well, we've got a couple of hours to go, and I'm just showing you what we've got so far. So we've got a D buckle, got a bit of horse brass, we've got that hammered, we've got a couple of toasties, there's that bit of buckle, we've got the crochet bell somewhere, there's another buckle, there's that thing I didn't know, and there's buttons, there's all sorts of different things, so we're doing quite well. We had the hammered early, but I've had nothing really like it since, but we've had a couple of bits and pieces, but yeah, we're doing quite well. That's about 5 or 6 hours, something like that, just mulling around. The other side of that one's nice as well. Ooh, yeah, just about see his head there, look. So yeah, that's the sort of star of the show, but there's some good little bits and pieces there. Quite pleased. And moving on, see how much we can get. So this one's quite a nice one. This is a trade weight, look. There's a, I think it's GR. There should be a GR on one side. I'm just looking. Is it GR? Yeah, it's got to be somewhere. I'll try and clean it up, but yeah, a little trade weight. Lovely. Come up on a 90, that did. That's really, really high. That's more or less sort of silver content, that. But yeah, lovely little trade weight. Anyway, well, it's getting to the end of day one. Can you see what I see? Ooh. Do you want this finger? Go on then. Let's go. Oof. Hang on. What is this? Oh, look! A hammered! Hammered! Got to be done. I think it's an Eddie, but it's a smaller one than we had earlier. But let's have a look. Hang on a sec. I'll be back to you as soon as I can. Ooh, he's there somewhere. Can you see him? I don't know if that's the right way up or what. It might not be actually. But yeah, got a little Eddie. And that's all that going on in the back. Long cross. Voided long cross. Yeah, I think. Oops. Anyway, I'll just clean it up a minute and we'll get a few pictures. Well, it's a long cross. It's not a voided long cross, but it's got something going on in the middle. So it might be a York mint, but yeah, excuse your hands. He's there somewhere. Not brilliant, but hammers are hammered, and that's the second one, so that's not too bad. And on to the next. Well, here we are, look, day two. We had some good finds on day one. That groat, Edward III, was lovely. Absolutely beautiful. It was a shock to come up. And then we had that other little one, and we had the bits and pieces, buckles and the usual stuff. This now, we're on this wrecky for a detecting group. I can't say who it is. We think there's some history here, or we wouldn't be here, but in a minute we're checking the grass length. We're checking for green waste, any rubbish that's been dumped, parking for the people that's coming here, and just to make sure that there's something here for the people to have a kind of a good time. I mean, we might not find anything, and this could be littered with all sorts of stuff, and we might not go over it. That's just a chance we take. But we're going out, and we'll see what happens, and we'll see you on the first hole. Well, the first real couple of finds that are interesting, I think this is where the musket balls were on here, and they would have sort of pinched them off. So it would have been sort of where they've been cast and put on here. This is lead, and then we've had this little bit of odd stuff here, like pottery. Don't know. Odd, but interesting. I don't know how to say it, but is it one of these extrunction things? Covers up like a keyhole or something? Maybe. Or does something go over the top of it? And is it a bit of horse brass or tack? Don't know. Maybe you know. Well, as you know, where we go, we don't usually find Romans. But we're on the Romans, and we're on the musket balls. And if you look over the other side of this one of you more cleverer people, I'll be able to tell us what Roman it is. But it's definitely old. As I said, we're not into our Romans, and I don't particularly like them. I'd rather be finding relics. But Romans, if you like your Romans, crack on. And we will see you on the next. Well, I just think I pulled up another one here. There's something going on it. Who knows? Could be a squish button, but it looks sort of same sort of thing as last time, Romany. Anyway, moving on. Well, as you know, I don't usually film buttons, but this is a nice button. And it's old as well. I'd say that's going back 1650s, 1700s. Lovely that is. Absolute beauty. Well, this one's just come out of this hole, and I'm not sure what it is yet. It looks like a big silver, but it's not got a milled edge on it. Or has it? Well, it might have, but it's a bit worn. Anyway, I'll come back to you and I'll let you know what the hell the damn thing is. Oh, what a bugger. Well, there he is. What a coin. What a coin. A William the Third, we think. And we think it's got to be a crown on it. Is that a crown? Is that a mad find? Or is that what? That is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Now, do you know what I'm saying, guys? Well, and right next to that big William silver is a George, and look at the condition. They're all in peat, these coins, like a peaty ground. 1916, in the middle of the war, First World War. What a beauty. Oh God, this is a nice sight. Well, look at this for a weight. Have you ever seen anything like that? That is crazy. It's like a bell. It's a lead weight, I know, there's nothing to it, but yeah, that is old. Seriously old. It's got to be. Anyway, moving on. Well, this is another odd one. We think it's got sort of we don't know if it's a token or it's a copper hammered, but we'll let you be the judge of that. There's some stuff going on over here, but it's bloody old. Mad. That ain't going to be something like 1700s. That's going to be 1500-ish, that thing. That's going back. I'll put a picture on here as well. Well, I'll tell you something. I'd like to be sat at home watching what you're seeing, because this is crazy. Look at that. CW. That's a token of some sorts. And on the back is a shield. Yeah. So lucky, lucky, lucky you. No idea what I'm going to do with all this stuff. It's mad. Well, I'm not too sure on this one. Is it another William or something? I don't know. I can barely see him. I thought there was a bust there looking to the left, but it doesn't look like anything to do with our monarchy. But on the other side, it's pretty toasted. But this side, don't know. Odd one. Perhaps you'd know. Well, it's been quiet for an hour or so, but I think we got a little trade weight there. Little fleur-de-lis on the bottom, IPF, whatever that stands for. No idea. It says the same on the back. PIF. IPF, yeah. PIF. IPF. Yeah, anyway, on to the next. Yeah, well, here we go. A couple of more finds. We've got 2 bob. Elizabeth II, 1954. Oh, wonder what it was like in 1954. 1954-ish, I expect. And this. Look at that. Look at those two. Isn't that nice? Oh, you'd give your right arm to find those two, wouldn't you? Of course you would. Well, these two are quite interesting. Look, I think got another Roman grot here, and it is a grot. You can't see anything off of it, and you have to excuse my nails. I've been digging all blooming day, but that's a grot. I thought I seen a head there somewhere, but I can't see it now. Never seen anything like this. I think it's part of a belt or something, or a buckle. Buckle maybe? Got to be a buckle in it. Weird. Look at that. I can't even say, well, that went into there and that come over there and that went round. It just don't make sense. But yeah, bit more history. Lovely. Right, I think I've been digging so much today I've gone mental. But yeah. Oh, 82, 83. Is it going to be a horde? Ugh. Yep. What's the bets? It's a 7-Up can. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, I reckon. How far down is it? 3 down. So that's 3 inches down. Remember what I said about those chevron things? 1 for every inch, I reckon. People don't have that. They say, no, it's not. It's bloody 1 for every 2 inches and all this lot. But, oh, I don't argue with them. I just dig the holes. Right. In there? Oh, no. That's not good. This is not good. Let's have a look. Where's that gone then? Right, come on. Oh, that sounds like lead now. Oh! Oh! Hello! It's got to be a toasty on it. Oh, yeah, it's toasty. Completely gone. But 81, 82, so that's going to be there's somewhere along there. That's sort of George III, that is going to be. Definitely. Anyway, moving on. Well, here's an interesting one, look. It's a man with no head, no arms. Been sat on something, or he's got a devil's tail, no idea. Head's long gone, but yeah, looks quite distinguished here, look. Nice little jacket on. Oof. Got good legs too as well, nice pair of boots. Anyway, on to the next. Well, that was some blimmin' wrecky, that was. Seemed to go on forever. There's like 30 odd acres here. It feels like 130 acres, and I've just touched the sides, and you've seen all those bits and pieces come up, and yep, there's definitely going to be a dig here. And in the future I'll mention who it is and all that sort of stuff, but I've got to keep it to myself because people will be saying, oh well, you know, this, that, and moan like people do. Not everybody. All my viewers don't moan. You're marvellous, a lot of you, aren't you? Marvellous, bloody marvellous. Bit of Alf Garnett there. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, ping up there if you can, that'd be great. And yeah, recce's, eh? They've got to be done, because if you don't do them, you get 50 blokes turning up here. There's nowhere to park, nowhere to have a piss. There's crap everywhere. But here, there is places to park. And there are toilets. And there could be a burger van. So, happy days. And there's stuff in the ground, loads of it. And I can't wait to see what comes up, actually, because it's only me doing it. Bloody muggins. Never mind. Anyway, thank you, I'm not saying your name, for pushing me on this bloody place to do this recce. Absolutely marvellous, and I'm knackered, and I'll see you again. Well, I don't know where to start on this, but there's loads and loads of spoon stuff here, and lead and horse brass there in the shape of a heart, penknife, massive bit of lead, loads of ringy-ding things off of horses, coins, loads of them. That weight there, lead, more stuff. Yeah, spoon. I reckon that's a Jetton or a token. You should have pictures of all these as well. And then there's that William II. That's mad. That, and there's other bits. And there's musket balls. And this is just a couple of hours. I mean, it's a really busy place. Look at my hands. They're not as dirty as that, honestly. Look. No, see? You put it over here. No, never mind. Anyway, yeah, buckles, 2 bob. Didn't know what this was. Didn't have a clue. Do you know what that is? Horse brass, maybe? That funny bloke. He was all right. That, I'd love to know what that was. No idea. But yeah, more coins. Just loads of stuff. Unbelievable. Anyway, there you go.